Hey everyone, this is Will with Culture Keep, and y'all are gonna see some mistakes. This is gonna be a noob taming a Maewing, but these creatures are just so amazing and so fun. You can find them on the Genesis 2 map, I believe, as well, but we are on the Lost Island map on the grassy plains, and I'll give you guys the exact coordinates here. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Captain Fat Dog for the Tame, or I guess the trap build. I'm still figuring out a name for those. I guess I'll call them taming traps. But yeah, he designed such a simple trap. It's literally a stone foundation, 2 walls, 2 sets of stone stairs, and 2 door frames, stone door frames, because really everything can break through wood. Stone, not a lot of things can break through wood, including the Maewing. But do not do what I am doing right here. Do not try. And I mean, you could probably do it on foot, but I always have to like use my tames to get the person into the trap. But yeah, even with my cinema crops, I was not able to pull that off, and that was a high level too. Like, this was a 140, so I was very frustrated. But you live and you learn. But yeah, so right there, that's what happens when they don't go into the trap, and that's why they can be very hard to get in the first place. I also know a lot of people use the net gun, but this is for, you know, those who don't have access to it to use this trap right here. Don't do what I just did. Definitely, I would recommend just positioning that Maewing better, because I mean, essentially you just have to get the Maewing to follow you to go up the stairs. It's really simple, but I went at a terrible angle, and yeah, so now I am gonna find another one. Very, very lucky. Yeah, so here are the coordinates at about 4871 in the grassy plains in Lost Island. I have maximum difficulty and all that stuff on, so the spawn levels should be high. I got really lucky. Now this was funny. So this Maewing, beautiful orange, like, oh my gosh, I love that colorway, like looking like the Cleveland Browns. So I finally kind of wised up, started using my RG. This is kind of what I'd recommend when you can't get like a good angle, or if you're just terrible like me. There we go. And you don't have to like dip down into there. I just wanted to make sure we got him. But yeah, dude, Captain Fat Dog, your trap works so well. Like, this guy is just caught in, he is caught in the moment. But this was a level 50. This was not what I wanted. Beautiful color. Honestly, I might go back for this guy just to get that orange, maybe breed him with a Maewing that I really like and get like a cool orange colorway. But yeah, this trap, obviously, and I'm playing on the Xbox, but this should work pretty much on anything unless you have some really weird mods and settings. But yeah, he can't go fly, do a super jump and fly away at all. So 100% on the trap, definitely recommend it. Super cheap to make, super easy to make, but you can always use the net gun as well. But yeah, these guys are just so cool, so interesting looking. They're like portable nurseries. My favorite travel tame right now. You'll see how far these guys glide at the end of this video, and then probably for the next couple of videos. Honestly, probably for the next bunch of videos for the Lost Ark series, or Lost Island series, goodness. But yeah, we're gonna catch and release this guy. He's just a level 50. With 140s around, I really can't say no to those. And we're not going for color right now, we're going for the good stats. Someone who can take us around, high stamina, good weight, good health, obviously, because these guys, I mean, they can handle their own decently. Like, don't go and fight Rexes with these guys, but I mean, they can hold their own decently, but mostly because they can get out of a pinch pretty quickly if you know how to work their controls. Their controls took me a little bit of time to get used to, but they're pretty similar to the cinema crops. It's like this Lost Island had a gliding theme going on with some of their tames. So all right, let's try this again. Let's try and get the right guy. got the one that we need in the trap finally, and they go down pretty quickly. I think this guy goes down in like 5 or 6 just regular tranquilizer shots, regular primitive long net, nothing crazy. Yeah, that was like 4 shots. He's already trying to run away. And one more shot. Yeah, one more shot should do it. Cool. So yeah, super easy, and their torpidity goes down really slowly, so I always recommend bringing something like some narcos or just something to keep them asleep in case something happens. Just always be prepared. And then we're also going to use exceptional kibble on this guy. I know these guys don't require that, they require a kibble of a much lower standard, but this is what I make. It's going to make this tame go a lot faster. I also have my taming speed increased by 3 times because I don't want to wait like an hour and a half for a Rex. But yeah, super quick on these guys. Just make sure there's nothing around you, especially if you're using the wildflower or the rare flower, because obviously if you have some aggressive creatures around you, they're gonna mess things up. They're gonna hit your tame, mess up the taming effectiveness. You don't want that. Alright, but yeah, finally got this guy in here. So now we're going to get him out. I've already got the saddle and my RG, so we're going to load him up and see what he can do travel-wise. I'm definitely going to do some separate videos just more about the Maewing in general, and then what you can do when it comes to some breeding, mostly just like raising babies. not because breeding is like a whole thing. I'm still learning about breeding and mutations. It's cool stuff. You can make some really strong dinosaurs, and I mean you kind of should towards end game content. Let's see if we can get these get the saddle on this guy, and this is my first time being on one, so you'll have to pardon me for like not gliding like a pro. But pretty standard stuff, like they have to launch themselves, which I think is really cool. It reminds me so much of the Beelzebufo, but it's like, I think it's a better jump than the Beelzebufo, the frog. And then obviously he's got these flaps. And yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can pull up and slow yourself down.